To facilitate today's increase in citizens, we should be building a huge extension to our tram network, which is going to be the backbone of the mass transit on these fair isles. I've picked out a lovely piece of land unto which a beautiful community shall be born, and they will not only love the amazing views, but the trams will become a centerpiece to their way of life too. So grab a cup of tea, sit back and relax as we dive back into Teasmania. Welcome back, everybody. Great to have you with me today. So as you can see, we have some demand for residential. We really need to beef up our city. We're just past 13k on yieldy population. The population we do have is a bit unhappy at the moment. We've got a few things maybe to take care of as we go along. But the piece of land that I've picked out, so what we're trying to do is make the best use of the tiles that we own. We've got this tile all the way over here, tons of building space. Got a little bit of space there, but it's mountainous. Over here, I want to add a little bit more industry. So we'll come back to that. But the piece of land I'm picking out is this piece of land here, which is going to have amazing views. Look at this. Look at this. Absolutely amazing views. It's going to have access to the highway. The only thing it doesn't have access to is the trams. And we'll take a look at that in a second. There is this behind it, which is almost like, I'm going to view it as an abandoned mining area. I don't think, oh no, I haven't actually checked this. That could become a very good, that's not oil, is it? That is ore, which is what we need. Plenty of fish on this island, which is good. Yeah, we do actually need ore, because that's one of the things that we're not mining at the moment. Do we have other spots? We have this spot here, which I'm not going to turn into a big mine because it's so many people that live here. We have other islands that give us mining options, and we have this mine that we've done over here. So, okay, I think this is going to become something else as time goes on, so don't worry about that. But yeah, this is the piece of land. Let's take a look at our tram network as it is, oh my goodness me. As it is at the moment, because trams is going to be the thing. I don't think we're going to be using buses anywhere. So yeah, we zoom out this way and turn it around this side and have a look at this. What I quite like to do is come down here, turn off roads. There we go. So we can still sort of see them, but the trams stand out. So our tram runs all the way along the front, and I want to bring it up into this area here. Now I'm thinking here we are going to be building out at some point into this area, and we've got this road here that comes up and over the top, and I'm thinking that is going to loop round, maybe connect up to here, then we've got to branch off up to here off the roundabout. So we could bring our tram down here in a big loop all the way around. Whether that's the same tram line, a different tram line, we shall see what we will do. I think we're going to adjust a couple along the way. And then once we get access to this intersection here, we'll make whatever connections we want to. So that is the plan for today. Maybe let's take a look at our road setup first of all. Right, this will be the start. So we're going to have this larger road come round here. I'm thinking at this point here, we could make a junction for anybody that wants to get down onto this faster road who's from here, coming off of here. We'd have to sort of connect that up. We've not got much room to connect it there, so maybe we'll bring that a bit further over, but we'll have a look at that in a moment. Let's just concentrate on this area here. So I want to check the noise in our firehouse, our medical clinic, and our crematorium just before we put too many houses close by, and the noise isn't that bad at all, so that's fine. With a park or something around there just to buffer the sound a bit, this will be where we're going to concentrate our houses. And the ones that I'm thinking of using are these ones here from the Japan pack, which I think they look very swish, very cool, lots of different sizes. The largest is a 4x4, and the smallest, yeah, we've got these 2x2, very, very small ones. So I think we might go for a bit of a mix. Although I like these ones up here. Yeah, we'll go for a mix for the medium and the lower residential as well, and just see how that ends up. So we're going to need a few roads through here. So I think we'll maybe just keep to the sort of theme we've got as some grids, and we'll just lay something out. Right, this is the general layout we're going to go with to start off with. I'm not sure I want that connection right there. That is quite close. Maybe we'll just do something like that, or we might even just take that one out. Let's pick a pick of this road and just connect that straight up instead. If I could get 180 degrees, that would be great. Thank you kindly. Delete. Yeah, that'll be okay. We've got that connection on the side to mix things up a bit. I want to just add a little something. So this road going through here, 2-lane country road. Let's have a look at this. Yeah, something like that, just to change it up. Let's take that off. Is that going to mess up all my zoning? It shouldn't do. I've turned off all the zoning on the outside anyway. So I'm hoping, let's just key that in, then we'll leave that there because that will head off somewhere. Yeah, that's a nice little road coming up and down there. And let's have a look. Do you know what? I think I might just upgrade this one as well as we're getting into this area, and we'll leave that one at the front. Excellent. Okay, so I've just noticed this block is shorter than this block. Darn it. I thought I'd measured this all out and done it accurately. Obviously, I haven't. I'll tell you what I'm going to do is I'm going to adjust this one at the bottom here and move these buildings down one sec. There we go. All sorted. Nothing have to be moved. That's fine. The surface is just stretched out nicely. Excellent. So let's take a look at some of the buildings I want to put in here. So I think we're going to go at the back here. Some of these medium ones that I showed you earlier look more like blocks of flats, maybe with a few of these on the corner in suitable places. And then we'll go for these lower type ones at the front. And this area, rather than zoned like a lot of the stuff we've done in the past few episodes, we're going to have a plop-a-thon. That sounds interesting, doesn't it? Oh, I do like all these different shaped buildings. And what I'm just doing at the moment is just sort of sliding a few over. There we go, just to make the best use of the space that we've got. There we go, that one can come over a bit. And then anywhere where there's sort of gaps like this, I mean, not every house needs to be exactly butted up to the one next to it, but it's sort of just so it looks like it is set out as it should be. Like, that's fine. This one sort of needs to come over a little bit. There we go. I think that looks okay. This one here, I think we can give them a little bit of space. I like the fact they've got these little gardens as well. That's quite nifty. This I've left open. There we go. In case we do have any roads or anything. Can I grab that tree that want to come through here, which we might expand this now that I'm looking at it, and I'm going to leave that space there. I'm thinking that looks quite nifty. Let me just add, yeah, a little bit more to this section here. Might as well make full use of the space. There we go. We just got a few more houses along there. Maybe a little bit of space for a park or two. We will get to that. Now, over here, I would like to add a school. We have a huge deficit in elementary schools in the city of Teasmania. So, yeah, let's see what we can do here. And I'm thinking this one will be good. It's got a 800 student capacity. It's not too large. And then we sort of pop that in the corner there. There we go. Excellent. And that does have an upgrade as well, an additional music room. We're going to leave that for now because money is a little bit of an issue in this place. So let us move all of these over because we want to separate this. There we go, from Hawthorne Bluff. We'll give this place its own area. And if you've got any names, let me know. Actually, I'm going to go back a bit larger with this one. Yeah, we're going to go to there because we are going to expand out the back as well. And I want to start getting in some high density stuff too, if we can. Is that the end? Yep, there we go. So Pinewood Bourne at the moment. What do we get in here? 336 households. Let's unpause and get that thing running and see whether we're going to get any residents. Now, we are going to need some shops. So while that's sort of building up, let's pop into, let's have a look, low density commercial. We can get some from the Japan pack as well. I'm just wondering what they're going to look like. Maybe we'll get a corner shop or two and a few sort of small shops out the back here, and then when we get some demand they should pop in, and that's totally just taking away all of our residential demand doing all of this. So yeah, over time we're going to get some residents moving in. It's going to take a while, but we've got 336 households, so we're definitely going to get quite a few hundred living in here. So down the front here, I'm thinking first of all, we really want to help them with some sound barriers because they're quite close to all of this highway along here. We could probably even do the same on this little selection there, although, yeah, that'll do that. Yeah, that'll do. That'll be fine. That'll stop all the sound along there. We'll add a little bit extra there. Let's maybe do a little bit of work and just get some park and nice use of this space down here too. There we go. I don't think that's a bad little community to live in. Schools and shopping nearby. Some nice parks down here, which are already being used, which is absolutely fantastic. And then just a few little bits of details of trees and stuff around. Yeah, you've got some services and stuff going on over here, but that's not too noisy. But loving the way that all these buildings fit together. They look absolutely fantastic. Still no commercial demand, so no shops just yet, but you will get some eventually. So as we move further back into this lot, I would like to set up some more high density stuff here, but I'm just looking at our needs at the moment. Well, medium density is flying up and down and thinking about it. Yep, no, yep, it's going up, it's going up. Excellent, that's good. So let's have a look and find some good medium density that will fit. It's going down again. It's coming up again. That will that will fit in here. Oh, and just to keep you up to speed, while I was looking through Find It, what we're going to build next, I've unlocked milestone 10. So we've got some extra money, which is excellent, and some things we can unlock. Why don't we just briefly look at what we can unlock? Because there's probably... Oh, hang on. We've got some new... Yeah, I haven't started using these yet, but I think we get a whole load of these. Sunset Brewery, Eclipse Nightlife. Excellent. Okay. Let's just have a look in here. Our progression. What could we take that might help us? I'm going to start down the end here. Welfare Office. I'm definitely going to unlock that. I think that will be very helpful. And our education, I'm certainly going to take the college because we haven't been... Yeah, we haven't got any of those so far, and university. The other things I might come and have a look at a bit later on. I'm going to take the water treatment plant. I'm not quite sure what we're doing with our water at the moment, whether we're dumping it somewhere, but yeah, maybe we could stop doing that in this lovely, beautiful looking area that we're living in. We'll come back to the electricity another time. That's going to be a big money maker for us, so we're going to do something a bit different with that. And I think for now, I mean, I've got so many points, I might as well take intersections as well. Let's take the Grand Bridge. Yep, brilliant. Okay, so with no high density residential demand, we've already got some medium buildings along here. I'm just looking at my population information and we have 32.4% unemployed citizens, which is not very good at all. So now I'm thinking maybe could we put an office park in here, and 1 or 2 high density office buildings would probably just give us all the jobs that we need to solve this problem. So if we just go into here, let's see, back to that. In our filters, why are you not showing me any offices? Oh, there we go. Click this one here for all the packs. And yeah, we've got all sorts of size offices. So maybe I'm just going to pick out a couple that I think look particularly good, but aren't too huge. And then we'll do a little office park in this section here. So I'm basically going through all of these, I know these are going to be too tall, but trying to find ones that aren't too big. That's the sort of size we want to go for. Maybe one of those a bit further back would be good. But just looking at these buildings, you can't always tell. There we go. Look at that. There is a smaller version of that. I like that one. And then, yeah, just sort of plopping these down. Oh, I like that one. Plopping these down here. And then we can sort of pick and mix from those and do a little something. If it's got a helicopter pad on the top, I'm sort of thinking that is too large. Those could go together quite well, couldn't they? I like them. Okay, let me continue going through. Oh, it's a small one. Let me continue going through here and see what we can find. Yeah, so I'm thinking these ones are quite good. We've got some nice sort of different looking ones. Different colors, of course, we can change that. These, I think, will go together into a nice complex. There's 2 different styles there. Really like this one with the rounded edges. So we're definitely going to pick a mix from those. And they're not too much bigger than these. We're not suddenly going for a towering skyline. So, yeah, let's just work out a nice little office complex here. Oh, just remembered where our waste is going. This French water tower also has filtration built into it as well, which is very good. Eventually that's going to run out, but at the moment it's doing us fine. Right, so this road that's heading up through this area where our office park is going to be, or past this area, I should say. Well, it might be running through it if we do offices either side. We'll think about that. But I'd like to do a bit of road builder work on here to see if we can make this a little bit something special. So that's going to give us a template for a new road. We're definitely going to want our tram tracks. Oh, drop it on the road. Definitely going to want our tram tracks in there. So we will do that. There we go. Excellent. So that's what it's going to look like at the moment. I do want to pop some trees and stuff on here, which I'm hoping, I mean, if we do a median, no, we can't do that because we've got the tram track in the middle. We've got the parking on the side, which we could just upgrade to have trees and the grass. So we could do that on either side, which means it's getting super wide. There we go. But that's okay. That's looking good. And we can switch the trees out as we continue. What else could we do to make this pedestrian friendly? And why have we got extra tram tracks on here that I didn't order? I just wanted tram tracks in the middle. There we go. Excellent. That is what I want. And then I am thinking of some sort of buffer around this. So if I went something like that, just need to give it a second to catch up, just so it's sort of protected in the middle from the cars. What are we at? 3.9U. I think, if I remember correctly, we need to get up to 4U to make that work. What else could we do to this road to make it stand out? Yeah, I'm thinking we'll do that. We've got it to 4U. We've got a slightly wider median on this side, so that can be where we have the stops. And that can depend on which side, because it's going to be one way that this is running round. So we'll have that on the side that they can get in and out. So that's a custom 4-lane road with tram and trees. Yeah, I think we'll go for that. So let's save that one. There we go. And then if we pick a pick of this road, we can upgrade the rest of this as well. Yep, it's not going to line up in the middle because thanks, game. Yeah, there we go. Excellent. So now I'm wondering where the tram's going to go. Are we going to have the tram continue down here in a big loop all the way round? Do you know what? I think we are. So let me just continue to up upgrade these as well. Has that still gone into a bridge? No, we'll come back and sort that out. So then down here, yeah, we'll continue that right up to there. So this road down here, we're going to have a bit of a problem with. If we add a tram to the middle of this, let's just add the tram the normal upgradey way that you would do it. What am I looking for? That's a cable car. Don't want to make that mistake again. Double tram track, one-way tram track. So I want to go this way, and I want to get that in the middle, but we can't. So if we go over here, it's going to go over the top of that lane, which, I mean, shouldn't be a problem down here. So the tram will be going clockwise around this area, but I think the further on we go, it's going to start causing issues with traffic, especially down here. So this one we're going to change. So let's just keep it like we've got it on this side up till there. And then this road, I am going to upgrade it. Let's have a look. To the asymmetrical version, all the way along this way, right down to the end. So then when we do add our tram track in, there we go. We've still got an extra lane for cars, so we can do that all the way down here, all the way down there. And then just thinking up here, could we use that, or shall we just stick to what we've got? As it's one way anyway, is that actually putting the tram track in or no because of the median? That looks to me like it's a no. Oh, it's going to mess up our roundabout as well, isn't it? Could we bring it up the side and then hook in somewhere else so we don't lose our nice looking roundabout? Just thinking, could we go under the ground? So if we go like this, let's just hook these up. Boom, 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 boom. That should just curve around there nicely, shouldn't it? Yeah, there we go. Nice little river view. And then here, if we go underground, but keep it to the ground. So we go down 10, like so. Okay, maybe let's go up again. And then we'll go down 10. And then see if we can just get that. Yeah, that's what I want. Just to sort of look like that. I think it just needs to be a little bit further back, doesn't it? Let's go there. Do that. And then we'll make that a raised piece. Again, we might need to go further back. Let's go here. Come on, line up, line up. Yeah, I think like this. That is not the bulldoze button. There we go. Yeah, something like that could work. And then we could sort out these pieces over here. Hopefully, let's just pick that road. Oh dear, didn't like that, but we've sorted it. Let's try it again then. Let's pick this one. Excuse me. What is the problem? Okay, I've got it now. So we just stick like a node in there. And then we upgrade this to that and that to that. That should, just carefully get rid of that. That should be okay. We'll check the heights. Obviously, this needs to turn around to face the other way because it's going the wrong way. Up to there. Yeah, that's fine. Let me just sort that off camera. And we'll convert that to a bridge piece. That's good. So we lose the trees. That's fine. Everything else is all facing in the correct direction. So I think that'll be okay. This is going to be a bit busy, but it veers off there. Let's just check the height and such under here. We've got a few trees in the way, but I'm thinking that's looking okay to me. And then that comes back in there. This can be a non-tram version. Can I just take the tram out by doing that and right-clicking? No. Okay, so we just need a road that's going to fit in there. 4-lane road with no tram, but with trees which we can add on, of course, at any point. So I might actually just go for... we go for that. Oh, got it bridged. Okay, let's go for that. There we go. Excellent. And then we can upgrade the sides, and that is pretty much... Should I do the centre? No, we'll do the sides like that. We can add trees in. There we go. So it more or less matches that down there. Brilliant. Okay, that'll be good. So that's got our tram running all the way around. So yeah, let's just work on this little spot here for these buildings. Okay, this is what we've got so far. I thought I'd make this little area in the front a nice plaza. We've got somewhere to eat, somewhere to sit, and yeah, just use some surfaces, made that look nice. And these buildings here, I've tried to enable them all to have a view of the front. So depending on wherever they are, most, if not all of the building still gets a view of the waterfront. They've got plenty of parking. We will do some more work around the back here, but for now that's okay. We do have some commercial buildings down here, although their parking has disappeared, which is really weird. There we go. If I move that, will it come back? Yeah, there we go. Excellent. Let's just put that back where it was, and that one as well. No, okay, that's fine. I have zoned some more commercial down here because we have a bit of need, so we'll wait for that to come in. So what I'm hoping is these will actually get some businesses moving in, because at the minute they're empty, which means they're not. Oh, this one has got a job. There we go. So that's got 30 new jobs in there. This one's got a business, I should say. 30 new jobs. None. So our office demand has like disappeared. So I think over time this will build up and start getting us some more jobs, which will be good. How is the school doing down here? Still plenty of space in the school. Okay, well, let's have a look at the tram that we've got set up here and how we can hook this into the rest of the stuff that's going on in this area. Maybe I could move you a little bit closer there. There we go. Hope you didn't mind that. And you were hanging onto your teacup while I moved your house. So at the moment, as we saw at the beginning, perhaps we can do it this way. It's a little bit easier to see. The tram stop comes in here. So we could have some tram stops along the front. We're definitely going to have something up the top there. And then maybe none in this area just yet. Or I'll tell you what, let's put some in. We know we're going to be expanding this way anyway. So NA tram stop. Yeah, let's just see how we go. I'm just wondering about this tram. Yeah, let's make this one over here the first stop, because we have got a path in there so they can walk across. It's not letting me put it in the center, which is where I thought it would do it. So if I put it there, is that going to count? Okay, I'll give that a go and we'll see what happens. Ah, now this one is allowing me to pop it in the middle. So I'm wondering whether I've done something wrong with that road. If I have, I will sort it out. That's it, and we're back to the beginning again. Well, let's just see whether this line works. Yeah, I mean, it seems to be working. So maybe it's just a visual thing. So let's pop that route on all the way round. Complete route. Yep, okay, so I'll put some stops down here as well for some of the high density builds we've got, for access to the shops and all of this good stuff over here. So that means they will need a little path. So we could, or we've got a path here actually. No, that's fine. That's close enough. So they can get across there. Yeah. All right, well, let's just pause and have a look at that line. Make sure we've got a tram on it, because we've made that mistake before where we had a cable car on there, so that didn't work. So number 3, that's going to be this one. Let's just change that to green. We've got a cable car. There we go. So we'll add a tram. Ticket price, I'm going to just drop to 2. And sign vehicles, I'm going to do 2. And I think that should be fine. So if we come over to our tram depot, which is here. No, that's our train depot. Where is our tram depot? Here. That's it. That's what I'm looking for. And then we should see some green track. Have I connected that to everything else? Now I'm just thinking, I don't think I have. 1 second. Actually, yes, it does. It connects right there, because this line goes under the motorway all the way around into our loopy-doop right by the tram stop. Excellent. Aha, here we go. Of course, because it's a CO tram, it's just going to be the colour that it is, but people are having to walk across the road. What have I done wrong? Is it because I didn't have a median right in the middle of this road? Let's just give that a bit of a test. Let's pause the game so we don't break anything. We'll click on this road here. I'm going to edit all instances and just see. Yeah, I don't think that is it. So it's not a median under there. And let's get rid of that. I have put this on the wrong side, so those two can swap. Yeah, that can go there. And when it's updated that one will let me move it. Come on. There we go. It will go there. Yes, I wanted the larger one like that. platform. Maybe that's what it is. I've got to add. No, we did that before and that was huge, wasn't it? Okay, I am missing something there and I'm sure you're going to let me know what it is and we'll fix it up in the next episode unless I manage to work it out before the end of this episode. we shall see. But anyway, that tram is working absolutely fine. I've just had a thought with that line that we've got running around here, whether we could just bring that in up to here and back out again. Yeah, there we go. So that hooks up this loop with this line that goes into here, which hooks up onto that line. Do you know what I'm going to do actually? This yellow line that goes up here, it's so short. I think we're just going to change how we've got this set up here, and I think it'll make more sense. So if we go into here, our yellow line has only got 5% usage. Our red has got 45. I'm going to delete that. Sorry for all the passengers that were on that. And then we're going to take our red line here and we're going to drag that. I've lost it. There we go. All the way up to there. And then when that comes back down again, we're going to bring that in to stop at this one. Yep. And then on the way up, we can get it to stop on that one. I mean, I wish this was all one way. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to do that. Then we're going to grab this stop that's down here. There we go. We're going to maneuver that one to over here. Aha! Big brain thinking. So on the way back, it can stop there. So we're sort of using this as I initially intended, even though I haven't got all the one-way things set up. What are all the people going to do now? They're all going to panic. Some are going to just give up and go shopping. I don't know whether any are walking around there to take that one. Some are coming over here. Yeah, that's good. So that line now goes boom, 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 all the way along the front. It's a long old line, and then it comes up into there, and then this other loop is separate from it. That to me makes much more sense. Okay, so now let's take care of some of our industry. No, not industry, some of our education needs. Because if we just dive into here, elementary school whistle, we're going to just be struggling with that one forever. But I want to get some college and university in there and use a little corner of this because we do have this stop that's right there. And I think that would just be a great use of this land. And this is where the highest concentration of people are. This is all pretty low density along here. And yeah, hopefully that will be good. So what I've been looking at, what I've got my eye on, is the modern university, because that's the only one we can afford at the moment. But that gives us 8,500. And then for the college, I really like this one. So this is from the China pack. But I think these two will go together really well. Now, obviously, we need to do a little bit of work on the roads. Now, that is a nice straight piece of road there. So let's just take a 2-lane road. This is not going to stay like this, don't worry. And we're going to bring that back like so. So that gives us something to build off. Let's get rid of that. So that is where the buildings are going to be placed. And then for a connection, I am thinking of just running this. Let's have a look. Let's go like that. Then running that into there like so. And I think that'll be okay. Let me just neaten this up a bit. There we go. Excellent. And then obviously we're going to need some parking and such. So we can upgrade this, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to use some parking that we've got in here. So I want one that runs this way. That one I really want to run the other way, but it doesn't. I don't want to use the gravel. This one. This will be good. I think if we do that out the front, you know, that's some parking, isn't it? That'll be good. And then let's see how we can make these buildings look nice. Let's start with the community college, because I just think that is a lovely looking building. We're going to bring that back to there. Oh, EE office. Excellent. Very nice. And round office. Very good. Yeah, so that will, whoops, that will connect to there okay. And what have we got money-wise? 408,000. What have we got in here? Oh, yeah, we can't afford that. Okay, fine. And now we can't afford this. No. Okay. Well, we'll have to wait until we've earned some more money. Money is going up and down. So I'm glad I went with the college first, because people can't skip college to get to university as far as I'm aware. But we'll see what happens. Right, I thought I'd add a couple of these free buildings in here, these unique special buildings and their little bonuses. And this is sort of becoming like a bit of a hub for food and relaxation between what's going to be the college and the university campus. And other people are coming to see this area and use it as well, which is good. We did unlock a couple of other things. I'm just wondering whether we could utilize a little bit of this space over here. Let's plop it down and see what it looks like. So the round office gives us all of those bonuses and benefits as well. I don't think we've got anything in this area here which is going to give us the well-being and stuff like that. So if we pop that up against there, we'll just take a look at it from a distance. I think that just sort of finishes off that sort of area really nicely. I feel like we could do with something around this, a bit of parking or something and a bit of maneuvering. Let's just maybe get that to the corner there. We can work on that surface and then you know what that is, let me know in the comments. We'll go there, we'll just sort of go around this a bit like this. Do I want that to connect? No, I don't want that to connect. And then we can upgrade. Yeah, I don't want to upgrade both sides, but if I do it one way, then we do have to connect it. Or we could just go for some straight up parking like this. Yeah, let's go for some straight up parking like this. So we'll do that there. And then this bit down here we'll leave open for when we get into doing this area over here. Let's just sort that surface just so it takes up the entire spot here. I think it will look a bit better. Okay, I've left the game running for a bit and we've just passed 1 million. Doesn't actually expect that. So we're going to just spend a huge chunk of that. I'm trying to just sort of get these guys and girls to be a bit happier. The biggest thing they're unhappy about is the high crime risk, which I think we could probably take care of that. If we zoom out, our police coverage is okay. Here, it's trash. So, yeah, let's put a little something over here that isn't going to cost the earth. I'll tell you what, let's put down the modern university first. I'm thinking that that is just going to go along a road at the back here, or could we have that sideways? What would that look like? Yeah, I'll tell you what we're going to do is we're going to do this first. So let's grab this road, 2-lane road, thank you kindly. We'll bring that up at a 90. Yeah, and then we'll this one here, and then we'll pop that on the side, and we can always move it around if we want to. So we know we've got 264,000 left, which is fine. So if we pop into our police, yeah, this one here, just something that's going to give us reasonable coverage and still be a half decent, reasonable looking building in here. Right, we're going to go with the small police station here because the rest are just too big. And then what we're going to do is set these up for Hawthorne Bluff. Yep, we've got that, Pinewood Bourne, and then this one here is called Chestnut Terrace for now. So that's going to cover all of these and come out of that view there. And that's got 6 cars. Yeah, there's no upgrades for that, but I think that will be fine. Okay, so yeah, let's just have a look. Has this got any upgrades? It has. Student capacity 2,000. We're not going to need that for a while. Oh, that's just like an extra. Ooh, I like that. Does that give you like an extra cost as well? Yeah, an extra 5,000. But when we do want to upgrade, that'll be a fantastic upgrade. And then this doesn't have any. But yeah, that is looking good there. So let's just do a little bit of detailing around this. Well, here we go. I think this will do for now for this area. Got a bit of parking out the back, a couple of tennis courts. I put some decals over the top that no matter how many times I try and adjust these things, I can never quite get it to hide the red that's underneath. But I'm going to keep fiddling with that until I get it. And now there's red on the other side. Walk away. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It looks good. Bit of parking, a few trees. I tried not to spend £100 million on a tree brush like I have done before. Oh, that was an autosave. Let's have a quick sip of tea. But overall, I'm absolutely loving how this area has turned out. So how about we check out some facts and figures and just see how our jobs and everything is going. So over here in Pinewood Bourne. We now have 1,244 employees out of a possible 1,289. So that is absolutely brilliant. I don't think unemployment has gone down as much as I'd hoped for, because there's a lot of moving swings and roundabouts and things just to get enough demand to be able to put enough buildings down to get enough jobs, and we've placed a lot of other things as well, but we've knocked a good 10% or so off of that, which is nice. Let's also have a look at our education tab, and we've got space now. We've got definite space for college and university. As long as they can get over to this side of town, then they're sorted. Still a bit short on the elementary and high school, but we're shifting people through the education ladder, which is what we want, which means they can get higher paid jobs, earn more money, pay more tax, yada, yada, yada. Life goes on. That is how it works. So there we go. I'm really pleased about that. What have we got going on down here? Please don't crash. That is not a good look for you. Right. Thank you so much for watching today, and if you enjoyed it, why not leave a like on the video and subscribe if you're new so you don't miss the next one. As always, a heartfelt thank you to all of my patrons who just go that one step further and support me over there on Patreon, and a special thank you to 3 new subscribers from the past week: The Man, Philip Marshall and James Siddle. Thank you all so much for being here. I hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you very soon for some more Teasmania.